London. Great size at 6 feet 3 inches tall.
Yeah, they've got some size on the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Living up to their name, Titans.
And makes the first. She is one of 4 players averaging in double figures. Is Momadou. Makes them both. 15-3. And another offensive foul called away from the ball. They're going to get Moffitt inside for the push-off down in the paint.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit ticky-tack, Tom. Didn't look so obvious that it needed to be called. Quick whistle on the ref there.
Daytona State, I mean, they're trying to stay aggressive, fight for position down there, but 12-point lead for the Titans. Taken away, and Gilbert goes down. Great effort on that steal attempt, and a foul is going to go against Garnett of Eastern Florida. So Daytona State will get the basketball. A real important minute 40 to close out this first quarter. Something positive really needs to come from these offensive possessions right now from the Falcons.
Right, just a couple of points. That's it. That'll kind of jump-start them.
Deanna Mackey, the only field goal so far came in the first possession for Daytona State. 6 to shoot. They find Mackey. Mackey puts it up from the wing. Off the iron.
Clock was winding down and did well just to hit the iron.
In and out from long range, but the offensive board corralled in there by Momadou. And she's all of a sudden really establishing herself down there.
Yeah, I mean, just creating havoc down there in the paint. Especially just around the cylinder.
And Mackey goes out. Again, Mackey for the Falcons had the only field goal for Daytona State here in this first quarter. And like we said, it came on the first possession, and only one free throw since that time as we're in the final minute.
Oh, that's
Gilbert.
Going to be a foul, yeah. I tell you, Gilbert keeps trying to slice and dice, get those angles. She's been penetrating, so here it is again. Good job, and there it is. There's the forearm right there on the. No, that's a foul. She was like, no, it's not. Yeah, it was.
Gilbert.
We got you in slow motion. Good job, camera crew.
Oh yeah, she brings so much energy out there for this ball club. And Coach Griffin misses the first free throw. Not afraid to be aggressive down low, and misses them both. But an offensive rebound. Pangborn gives Daytona State life offensively. And Gilbert, tough inside again, drawing the foul.
That's great play. I mean, that's rough. It's a rough place to be against these this tall Titan force.
Yeah. And that's the second foul against Ellie Garnett, the 5'11" freshman, who is a transfer in for Eastern Florida from the University of Northern Colorado. Originally from Golden, Colorado. That's 2 on her. Gilbert knocks down the first one this time.
Getting used to being on the stripe now.
Yep. Good stroke by Gilbert to make them both.
That's what we were saying, Tom. We were saying they needed just a little bit of a shot in the arm, which obviously they just got. No longer a 14-point deficit.
Yeah, Gerke all the way, no. And ripped away in there by Brennan. And it's going to go the way of the Falcons, and the shot clock is off for the remainder of this first quarter.
Good job, Brennan there, being very aggressive down on the defensive rebound.
Kulkovska whistled for the foul.
Into bonus. That's why the shot has been granted.
Brennan makes the first and the second, so 5 of the 7 points here in the opening quarter from the charity stripe for Daytona State. Hanging in there, down 15-7.
And Mackey is back after a brief rest.
15 seconds left in the quarter. Inside to Momodou. Nice spin in the lane with the left hand right over Pangborn. Back to a 10-point game. 5 seconds left. A takeaway. Smith puts it up. Oh, and hits it at the buzzer to beat the buzzer here at the end of the first quarter. Shadarius Smith, they call her Little Bit.
Man.
And we know that she can hit from long range.
You said it before, when she gets hot, but man, I thought she was out of control, didn't have a prayer, and I mean, just nailed it off the iron, man.
Well, I know Tron Griffin not happy with the way the defense allowed her to weave through and find the space to put that shot up clearly before the buzzer, and it goes down.
Well, I mean, it was, they just didn't want to foul.
Yep.
And I mean, I understood that, and you know, if you foul out there, it's, you know, three free throws from the stripe. You know, I don't think it was a poor strategy, but ended up going in for the column of the Titans. So 7-20.
13-point lead. The Eastern Florida State College ends the quarter with its largest lead of the game, thanks to the second 3 of the quarter from Shadarius Smith. And, well, we knew she could do it all offensively from really everywhere on the court. And even when it comes down to a prayer at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter, she hit that too. So
that was amazing. Big smile on her face as you're looking at her right now.
Yep.
Big smile. Yeah, I'd be smiling too, making a buzzer beater in the first quarter.
She is something.
I mean, there's a certainly a good amount of skill in that ball, that shot, but you know, a modicum of luck, right? A modicum of luck.
Well, she hits 39% from three-point land, so you don't want to leave her open down there. So we're underway, second quarter, and what a move by Momodou.
Honestly, that is unstoppable. That pivot and twirl, wow.
So Eastern Florida starting the second quarter quickly, ending the first quarter with a bang. Inside, into the game for the first time, Alexis Staton, the freshman.
Nice.
Quick impact, the second field goal of the game for Daytona State. Both of them coming on the first possession of each quarter. From the corner, too much from Svensson, but an offensive rebound on the weak side. Svensson with the right hand, out of control. And finally winds up into the hands of Mackey. Yep.
No foul and getting the hands up, well done.
22-9.
Coach Griffin calling out the play. Back to the freshman.
Staton with 4. At the elbow, blocked by Momodou.
Both sides, Momodou, huh?
Yep. 6'3" frame. Ominous presence on the defensive end.
You know there's a lot of D1 schools looking at her.
Nice move inside, an offensive foul, though. That'll go the other way.
Yeah, you saw how it was almost like a hook, but the elbow came right into the sternum almost. So that's going to get called every time.
Kulkovska, yeah, that is her second from Saldus, Latvia. Played 2 minutes here in the second quarter. It's a 13-point lead for Eastern Florida. 21-1 on the season. Staten not shy to take shots.
Not at all. But I like the aggressiveness. That was a throwaway. Good job collecting it by the Lady Falcons, slowing it down a little bit. Probably a good idea against this extremely fast transition team of the Titans. Oh, yeah. Push off with the forearm.
I'll call that one every time against Alexis Staten, the freshman guard from across the state, St. Petersburg.
Love the moves, though. She's got great moves, right?
Yeah. So these two teams already one meeting earlier this season. It was not close, as Eastern Florida won 90-55 at their place several weeks back. And a three in and out from Gerke, and a follow-up put in by Guillaume.
One of the more local products from Orlando is Guillaume.
Yep, from Boone High School. Staten well short from the corner. Up down, Staten with a nice strip inside. Mackey wants to penetrate. Offensive rebound and a put back up by Pangborn, who draws the contact.
Good job to put that up as quick as she possibly could, and that helped to draw the foul.
Tron Griffin, his team finished second in the conference last season. Always coaching his team and of course, working the officials as well.
Looked like a good negotiation there.
Yeah. Great resume for Coach Griffin, a former assistant at Stetson, also at Georgia State, had some time at Prairie View. And that one off the rim for Pangborn. Ball movement, certainly something to behold for the Titans. We've seen it so far in this game. And all the way goes Guillaume. Leilani Guillaume. So many different players can beat you. You would expect that from the second-ranked team in the country.
Surprised Mackey didn't pull the switch there.
And that one's headed the other way. Timeout on the floor with 6:02 left here in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Griffin and his staff. More shots to fall.
I got to apologize to you, Tom. I know. I hope it's okay over here. We are in an open air type of, facility. I did have to take the old shoes off. I'm a little bit shorter now because I tell you, those dogs are barking.
You all is forgiven, my friend, as we take a look in the huddle of Coach Baker. Halifax Health is looking for its next healthcare superstar. Find out how to become one at halifaxhealth.org/education to employment. Coach Baker, the Region 8 Coach of the Year. And she has got talent from one end of that bench to the other.
Yeah, and you just wonder, is it because she had that stint in Germany that, kind of helps her kind of ingratiate herself to, international players abroad,
Yeah. Certainly doesn't hurt. Got to be mindful of the shot clock right here. Brennan, 2 to put it up. Got to launch it, and did not get it off in time was Nyasia James. Actually received that pass pretty late, so. Tremendous defense from this Titans team.
Like you said before, watching the passing.
And
Good
a
job,
takeaway.
good
A nice job by Gilbert.
Well
Hand
done.
in the passing lane to knock that one away.
Get those hands out.
You got to have crisp passes if you're Eastern Florida. If Gilbert's anywhere on the floor,
Yeah.
crisp passes,
Yes.
or else she will pickpocket right away.
Wow.
Oh, the
that's just too
interior
good.
passing underneath Momodou.
Momodou knew what she was going to do with that ball
right.
before the pass was even made. Great anticipation, great understanding of players in space.
This Eastern Florida team certainly among the favorites to win the national championship. And great job by Haley Brennan to
Yes.
knock down the mid-range jumper. Brennan had 4 points in the last meeting between these two. And a foul called that'll send Smith to the free throw line.
You know, just basically proving that, you know, she can go inside, outside, three-point mid-range, you know, inside.
So Shadaria Smith, 6 points. Again, they're nicknamed Little Bit.
Little bit.
Little bit, and it, you know, only 5'5". Wekiva High School over in Orlando, averaging 11 points a game.
So quick, huh? So quick.
Yeah.
Though.
Quick player, the point guard, quarterback of this team, so crafty out there. She was All-State last year. – 17-point lead. On the baseline, Gilbert, good look at it.
Honestly,
4.5 to play.
A for effort, just hasn't been able to connect, but Gilbert's been wonderful to watch.
Oh, look at the touch from Guillaume.
Now he's getting everything.
31-12.
19-point lead now.
A takeaway. And here comes Smith all the way off the glass.
All right, slow it down now. Well, that's what you got to do with this team. I mean, you got to slow them down somehow.
Yeah, that's the challenge that everybody faces when they take on the Titans. Smith, by the way, into double figures now. As the lead grows to 21. Inside, Brennan knocked away by Momodou. Nearly a 3-second call, yeah.
I heard a slap as well. No call there.
No call. Inside. And the foul is going to go against Brennan.
Brennan, you know, in that position, usually a formidable foe for any offense. But Momodou just makes those, you know, the way she dances with the feet.
Oh, yeah.
To pivot, to turn, you know, it really is something to watch. She's got all the moves in the book.
There's no question. She has got quite a basketball future in front of her. Incidentally, Ted, Haley Brennan for Daytona State has picked up her third foul.
Oh boy. Yeah. Good point. Good point, Tom.
34-12.
They don't want to lose that size down on the defensive end for sure.
And to the floor goes Staton. Able to get up quickly, so she's okay. And it's the first on Momodou. 3:01 left. And Staton going right back at it, but rejected again by Momodou.
Yeah, been all over the court, back and forth.
You want a challenger in there, but boy, she takes that penetration to the hoop away from a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and a great wingspan for defense on Momodou. You know, you can't say enough.
Yeah.
I mean, tall wingspan, great moves. I mean, obviously a standout player. Is going to be a standout player wherever she goes.
Oh, yeah. And Johnson there, they're going to count that basket. So Tasia Johnson goes to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
Old-fashioned way.
That's right.
All right.
Off the rim. As Momodou collects another rebound. 20-point game. Beveridge, her first shot.
Great job from Mackey fighting for that ball, running it down.
There goes Gilbert. Oh, a nice spin. Look at that move.
Gilbert deserves that one. I mean,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
made a lot of great moves. And unfortunately, they come up empty a lot of the times, but this time, boy, what just a beautiful shot.
Well, and it takes acrobatics like that
yeah.
sometimes. If you're going to penetrate against the Titans, you've got to come up with something good.
She's fun to watch. Here it is again, gang. Out there in TV land. Take a look-see at this. I love it. Pump fake.
Oh, yeah.
Spin.
Got Momodou in the air.
Yeah.
And able to score with the right hand.
And probably the right thing to do. Spin away from Momodou, for sure. That's what I'd be doing as
Or
well.
else it might be coming right back at you.
Yeah, right.
So Guillaume to the free throw line. Yeah, Nashani Gilbert for Daytona State. She averages 16, a little over 16 a game. Had 22 points the last time these two played. Nearly half of Daytona State's points in that game.
Yeah.
But Gilbert averaging nearly 20 a game in conference play.
And one of the things you got to love about her as well, 84% free throw shooter. That's pretty darn good. Second on the team behind Svensson, Anna Svensson.
Yep. In it goes. Alyssa Green-Buford, a freshman.
Tried it with the left hand, hook there, almost.
Of course, Green-Buford is 6'1". They're going to have to really lean on her with Brennan on the bench with 3 fouls. 36-16. Titans on top. Momodou as the defender goes down. Momodou,
wow,
missing both chances. Had a second try and that wouldn't go.
And guess who's in there again? Both ends, right? Gilbert.
That's right.
24.
In the fray again, and Coach Griffin appreciating the efforts on the boards and the defensive end.
Here we go. I didn't know which way the foul went. I couldn't see it, but there's Gilbert. Comes back again. Oh, okay. Gilbert was just standing there, just kind of got hit in the head. So good job.
Beveridge.
Into the mix.
Yeah, Beveridge from Melbourne, Australia, for Eastern Florida. Going to be called for the foul. She's another player from Australia.
Yeah. By the way, Melbourne, Australia, the largest Greek population outside of Athens.
There you go. And you would know.
I just, just a factoid. Fountain of worthless knowledge here, just for you.
I like it.
Oh.
They lost one of them, who has come to play college basketball.
That's right.
At Eastern Florida State.
That's right. That was great. Some great hard play there. Certainly nothing of the sort dirty. Just playing hard basketball.
Oh, yeah. Minute 30 left in the opening half. So back to the line goes Gilbert. As you mentioned, 84% from the stripe.
Yeah.
36-17. Good stroke from Gilbert. Tough as nails.
Kind of settled into her game, hasn't she?
Nashani Gilbert makes them both.
Minute 30.
So Daytona State has cut into the deficit a little bit here. Pass underneath. Into the corner where they find Sarai Beveridge wide open. The freshman knocks it down.
Yeah, great strategy, though. Trying to take away the inside play because it was getting a little bit too easy. And then, then they sling it out, saw the weakness, and boom, three-pointer.
Mackey, no good. Gilbert with the rebound. They keep the possession going. And they're going to get Gilbert with the offensive foul.
Now,
Can you believe it?
Folks, that's one of the toughest calls a referee can make, right? Is it a block or is it a charge? And I thought the feet were moving, But then again, there's a reason I don't professionally referee, Tom. Guillaume, very active. I've called out her name quite a bit. Love the acrobatic. Took the ball out of the air, was still in the air, and tried to put back, but was fouled. Makes the front end of 2. Leilani Guillaume, local product. And makes both. All right, Mackey with just a little bit of time left. Going to have time for 2 possessions here. One by DSC, and we'll see what happens afterward.
7-second difference in the clocks. And fouled on the way in was Mackey, so she'll go to the line.
That was totally created by Mackey for herself. Great job.
And Putu, who we really haven't talked much about here so far in the first half. He's the National Player of the Week a couple of weeks ago, averaging 12.5 a game. And she is headed to Cincinnati next season.
Great program over there.
Great stroke as Mackey knocks it down. Daytona State hanging in there, closing the half. A lot of energy as Mackey knocks them both down to make it a 41-21 game. 15 seconds left. And a takeaway inside. Plenty of time for the Falcons to create here. It's Johnson with the basketball. 6 to play. Gilbert puts it up from 3.
Ooh.
Not there, off the back iron. So Daytona State unable to match the way Eastern Florida ended the first quarter with a 3 at the buzzer, but a good look at it from Nishani Gilbert.
Yeah.
And that will take us to the locker room after 2 quarters here. Ted Sofiano, so 41-21, Eastern Florida State College looking impressive. Daytona State hanging in there thanks to Gilbert and James and others.
Oh yeah, and Mackey, it's really been, I say those last 4 or 5 minutes, if Daytona State could sustain what they just proved out in the last 4 or 5 minutes, they really can have a shot at coming back and make this game a lot more close.
No question. Guillaume with 10 points for the Titans, Smith with 9, and for Daytona State, it's Nishani Gilbert leading the way with 7. Deanna Mackey with 5 points. So as we take you to the halftime festivities, we're going to talk with the head coach of the Falcons, Tron Griffin. He's in his 2nd year at the helm with the Lady Falcons. Tough matchup for him here this evening, but a great job he has been doing in his 2nd season with Daytona State.
My name is Tron Griffin. I'm the head women's basketball coach here at Daytona State College. This has been a great year thus far. Of course, us here at the college, the city of Daytona being impacted by 2 hurricanes early in the year. It was a little bit rocky because we did start the year with 10 freshmen. So trying to get 10 freshmen acclimated to just, college play, college in general. Of course, we do have several out-of-state student athletes, so having them come in and be in an unfamiliar place during 2 hurricanes was a bit of a challenge. But aside from that, we've had a great year. Our girls work really hard, just as we always do. We try to remain family, try to remain getting better with each game and with each day. Of course, the challenge is we do have 9 freshmen. So we're just trying to teach them how to win, not just on the basketball court, but also in the classroom, in the community, also how to perform and just, how to overcome certain challenges of adversity that our student athletes take. But aside from that, things have been going great this year. We're in a really good place. We've played a really tough schedule. I think out of our 16 games at this point, at least 10 of them have been nationally ranked teams, so they're definitely getting the experience and getting the notoriety. As I stated many times before, Daytona State is a special place, and it's special because of its people. I'm really excited about our upcoming signing class, what we have thus far. I'm excited about the future of our program. We want to be a national championship contender. We want to be able to compete for a national championship. And the schedule that we've had this year, playing those top-ranked opponents, the type of kids that we recruit, the players that we have here currently, are the proper steps that we need to take to get us to that next platform that we're trying to get to here at Daytona State. Our players this year, we have been battling some injuries and things of that sort, but our players this year to watch, I have to start with our returning sophomore, Danae Mackey. Danae has been a huge leader on and off the court for our program. Danae brings that fire, brings that fight. Danae gets it. Obviously, she's been in the program for 2 years, has been a starter for 2 years. So Danae brings just a wealth of knowledge and what I want, not just from the program, but also during games and practices and things of that sort. Danae actually just today has committed to Mississippi Valley State University on a Division I scholarship. That's the reason why these student athletes come to junior college and come to Daytona State specifically. Aside from Danae, our leading scorer, who is actually a transfer from another JUCO here in the state, Northwest Florida, Shawnee Gilbert. Shawnee is playing extremely well for us. Shawnee has been all in since day one. She transferred in, got here this summer, averaging about 16 points for us, but Shawnee is our do-it-all. Shawnee is that lead by example. She was voted team captain by her team. One fun fact about Shawnee is Shawnee actually was a part of the national championship team 2 years ago at Northwest Florida, where she played as a freshman. So she's getting highly recruited right now by several Division I's and Division II's. We have three really talented freshmen that I would say keep an eye on. All three are being highly recruited right now. All three are doing an exceptional job in the classroom and on the court for us. That's 6'3" post player Haley Brennan, who's from right here locally, played right across the street at Mainland High School. That's guard, 5'8" guard, Tasia Johnson from Kansas City, Missouri. Right now, Tasia's ranked the top 5 point guard in all of junior college, so she's doing a really good job for handling her role for us. And then our other freshman is Rylan Moffitt, a 5'10" forward from Bushnell, Florida. Rylan is probably one of the brightest IQ basketball minds that I've had the opportunity to coach in a while, but she's doing a phenomenal job in her freshman campaign for us. So, of course, you try not as a coach to look ahead, and I'm always excited about the current day. I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm excited about the next game. But I'm extremely excited about next year because, one thing about junior college is whenever you have opportunity to retain kids and come back, that'll be now year 3 for me. So, I'm always interested for the challenge that, I can bring to the program and see how I can be different and continue to help grow and elevate not just our student athletes, but the brand of Daytona State, growing and elevating our program, other programs, and just, not only being a sponge, but also wringing out some of the things that we've learned along the way that we can be a benefit to other programs. But always excited to be here, be at Daytona State and everything that it offers.
Hello, and welcome to Daytona State College, where you can explore more than 100 1-, 2-, and 4-year programs that give you a clear pathway to a rewarding career with flexible opportunities for employment along the way. Visit any of our 5 campuses in Volusia and Flagler counties to see why so many have chosen Daytona State as the place to start. It's all right here. Quality programs, expert faculty, academic support and guidance when you need it, and a diversity of student life, including sports, arts and culture, and dozens of student clubs and activities guaranteed to get you into what we like to call the Daytona state of mind. It's easy to get started on your pathway to success. First, Enroll in one of DSC's certificate programs. Some of them only take a few months and can lead to a job and maybe more certificates, like in business, IT, or one of the many skilled trade offerings. DSC offers top-notch public safety, workforce skills training, computer science, automotive, advanced manufacturing, and a host of other programs, as well as performing arts and music production. And don't forget about the amazing exhibitions in our internationally acclaimed Southeast Museum of Photography. Great nationally accredited programs, including nursing, cybersecurity, and engineering, along with surgical technology, live TV production, additive manufacturing, beverage science, optician technology, database technology, and lots of other choices with exceptional faculty who care about your success. Another option is to earn your university transfer degree, an Associate of Arts, or AA for short. This will guarantee you entry into a public Florida university and save you thousands of dollars. In fact, you can keep going and finish your bachelor's degree right here, close to home, and save thousands in tuition costs alone. Daytona State currently offers 11 bachelor's programs in business, education, information technology, engineering technology, and nursing, with more to come. One of our more popular programs is Daytona State's partnership with the University of Central Florida, called Direct Connect to UCF. It streamlines transfer as a junior right into a program of your choice at UCF. Plus, our articulation agreements with other four-year colleges provide you with lots of options. Many of our associate and bachelor's programs offer online classes. Pick what works best for you, online, in class, or a combination of both. Earning your degree at Daytona State costs less than half of what it would at a university. Throw some financial aid into the mix and you can easily fit college into your budget without being left with a ton of debt when you graduate. You can even apply to get a share of the nearly $1 million in scholarships the DSC Foundation awards every year. No matter where you live, there's a DSC campus nearby with advisors, tutors, writing center specialists, all the free academic support you need, wherever you are, no matter what degree you choose. Plus, Career Services provides job placement assistance, and each campus has a dedicated veteran center, meeting the needs of a surging population of military veterans. If exercise and sports are your thing, you'll want to check out DSC's Aquatics and Fitness Center, or cheer for our Falcon teams in basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, golf, and soccer, where our men's and women's teams have the run of the new soccer stadium, plus our newest sport, cross country. Being serious about your future should also mean being serious about having fun along the way. With diverse student activities, including nearly 50 student clubs, intramural sports, and student government, here you can create unique opportunities for friendship, learning, and leadership. Our new 84,000 square foot L. Gale Lemerand Student Center is the epicenter of student life on our Daytona Beach campus. Here you will find the library, writing center, career services, a dining area, as well as gaming stations and other student-centered activities. By now, you've no doubt got the picture. Your path starts at DSC. Wherever you're headed, you'll find more at Daytona State.
We understand this year has been overwhelming for most of our community. The struggle to take care of yourself and your family. The uncertainty. At Halifax Health, our doors are always open, and we're here to make you feel safe again. We're here so you don't have to hide from your health. We're here to take care of you. Halifax Health. Live your life well.
Daytona State College is expanding nursing and healthcare programs with additional classes at the Flagler Palm Coast campus. With new state-of-the-art learning facilities, students will be able to finish all requirements for the nursing associate degree, which can be completed in 2 years, then transition easily into the online bachelor degree for increased earning potential. Call 386-506-3052 or visit us online at daytonastate.edu.
Thinking about college? Through Direct Connect, you can transfer from Daytona State College to UCF to complete your bachelor's degree and save big on tuition. In fact, an AA at DSC guarantees you admission to any Florida public university. Find out more at daytonastate.edu.
Welcome back inside the Lemoran Center. Tom James alongside Ted Sofianos as we get set for the third quarter. Eastern Florida State 41, Daytona State 21. As we take you to some of the highlights here in the first half. Deanna Mackey, an early bucket for the Falcons. Certainly a lot of offensive weapons on the other end for MJ Baker and her team.
Well, and we expected that, right? What I didn't suspect was, or expect, was a 47% field goal, a percentage almost all the way through. They averaged about 43% for Eastern Florida, and obviously a little bit lower for Daytona State. There lies the deficit of 20 points. 21%
shooting, which is tough for Daytona State and Coach Tron Griffin in that first half. Just 5 of 24 from the field, 0 for 7 from three-point land. And that defense for the Titans is so tough, just taking away really good looks. And over on the offensive end, well, Hassett, Guillaume for Eastern Florida State, the leading scorer with 10 points. Smith with 9 points for Daytona State. Gilbert led the way with 7 as we get set for the third quarter.
Coach Griffin knows he's up against a juggernaut. But, I tell you, his attitude and the way he works with the Lady Falcons, really, you can tell genuine respect on both levels.
No doubt. And Halifax Health, a proud supporter, of course, of Falcon Athletics, the official healthcare provider for the Falcon Athletic program. Underway here in the third quarter, 41-21 in favor of the second-ranked Titans. Double dribble is the call against Naisha James. Daytona State, they've lost 6 of 7 overall coming into this game. They're 5-6 at home this season.
So a little bit of a change there with, obviously Alexis Staton, number 2, showing a lot of vim and vigor, a lot of energy, and so she right now is going to be part of that starting second half lineup.
Rylan Moffitt with the rebound. Here's Staton inside, throws it away.
I mean, the right idea. Love the crossover. Was obviously looking for somebody on the right wing streaking through. It did not occur.
It's opening minute here in the third quarter. Good look at it. Brennan passed it up. Ten to shoot. Here's Guillaume along the baseline, and a rebound by Moffitt. Staten inside, so much traffic under there as the Titans defend the paint so well. Certainly a lot of size. And that one off the hands of Smith and out of bounds.
So 12, Mutu in there, right? Was trying to show herself down low, couldn't get the ball, was a little bit frustrated. Don't blame her.
There goes Gilbert. Amazing the way the Titans converge defensively so quickly. You think there's a lane, and just as you're pursuing it, you get double teamed, triple teamed. And that one's going the other way, back to the Falcons. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Still looking for the first points from either team here in the third.
Yeah, that's kind of how the first quarter started.
Yeah. All the way, good look from Johnson, but it just wouldn't fall. And an offensive foul. They're going to get Guillaume on that one.
I tell you, Gilbert has just shown up tonight. Done everything she possibly can, everything she possibly could for her team thus far.
And drawing the second foul on Guillaume as you take another look at it right there. Good job, just like you said, Ted, by Gilbert, sacrificing her body.
Yeah.
Tough cookie out there is Gilbert. We've seen it on both ends of the floor, not afraid to attack the basket, take the contact, and always laying herself on the line on the defensive end as well.
Right now it's the Lady Falcons coming out with a burst of energy right now in this second half. Working it around the horn.
Yep.
There goes the Gilbert again.
Gilbert along the baseline. And underneath for the bucket is Putu. Laure Putu from the Democratic Republic of Congo. She moved from Africa to the United States when she was 15 years old. What a force she has become for the Titans. Inside to Momodou off the glass for the bucket.
How do you defend that? I mean, sidestep, running, underhand lift into the cradle. I mean, wow.
And
Made it
she's
look
got
too
11
easy.
points, yeah.
Great effort, just did not connect.
Momodou with the rebound. On the miss from Mackey, 45-21. The Titans and the Falcons. We've got the men's game still to follow a little bit later tonight.
And that promises to be a little bit closer.
No doubt about it.
For sure. At
As
least on paper.
Putu scores.
At least on paper.
Well, the men 11-0 here at home this season. The Eastern Florida State's men have won 8 in a row.
Yeah, two good programs.
Oh yeah, they had a close one in their last battle. Inside the first bucket of the third quarter for the Falcons from Moffitt. Momodou against Moffitt and draws the contact.
Moffitt was kind of trying to figure out what happened there. She didn't think she bodied Momadou, but a little bit. Enough for the referee to call it like it was.
That's right. Momadou's free throw is good. Game high 12 points for her. And makes one of two.
That will be Daytona State ball. Moffitt comes off. Staten back in. I think the coach looking for some of those moves from Staten.
Yeah. Need a spark. Looking for somebody to really give them a spark offensively. There's Staten pulling up a long two.
Tell you,
just short.
when she starts making them, I mean, she's going to be outstanding. I mean, she's got the greatest of moves. Finds, open slots along, anywhere in the court. I love the stutter step and the crossover that Staten's been displaying all through the evening.
Staten missing from outside. And back the other way, Momadou ahead of the defense to lay it in, and Tron Griffin wants to talk about it. As the lead has grown to 29 for these Titans. 52-23, so tough. They're 21-1 on the season, 5-0 in the conference. Their only loss this season was on New Year's Day to Shelton State Community College up in Georgia. So not the way they wanted to start out the calendar year of 2023, but they have bounced right back and won 5 straight since then, after, of course, starting the year 16-0.
Well, I think it's obvious to say, Tom, they are going to be a contender in the national tourney.
Oh, yeah.
For certain. So, what's happened, just got a stat sheet from one of our statisticians, and just letting us know that for the field goal percentage for Daytona State, it's kind of gone down a little bit. Now, here you have the camera with Coach Tron Griffin in the scrum there, trying to strategize and hopefully come up with some sort of plan that's going to stifle, the scoring pattern and trajectory of the Titans.
Well, you said it, Ted, and it's so tough, the shooting percentage. They've just shot it so poorly from the field. Just 1 of 10 here to start the third quarter.
Yeah.
And overall for the ball game, just 6 of 34. 0 for 8 from long range. And something's got to change for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Some shots they've had, some of the looks have been there, and they just haven't gone down.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that. You're right. I mean, they've actually had a lot of good open looks.
Yeah, there's a traveling violation on the Euro step from Mackey.
Yeah, I thought that was the Euro step, but must have had maybe a 3-step instead of a 2-step.
The extended Euro step,
Yeah.
so says the official.
The pros get that all the time, don't they?
Of course they do.
I've seen 2.5, 3, sometimes 4 steps.
52-23, another timeout on the floor with 4:22 remaining here in the third quarter. Daytona State 1-4 in conference play. Again, a tough loss over the weekend to Palm Beach State, 62-60, and I know that was a heartbreaker for this ball club. Would have been their second conference victory.
Yeah, that was a close one. 2 points down to the wire, and unfortunately did not come up aces for Daytona State. So short break in the action here. 4:22 left in the third.
We alluded a little earlier to the first meeting between these two teams, Daytona State at Eastern Florida in Melbourne several weeks back, a game that the Titans won easily, 90-55.
Right.
Daytona State in that game shot tough from the field, but they did shoot. They were 4 for 19 from three-point land, and this afternoon they are still looking for their first three-pointer. The rebounding discrepancy in that last meeting was huge, with the Titans out-rebounding the Falcons 44-18. Is a little bit closer so far, 32-22 in favor of the Titans. A little bit better rebounding performance so far from Daytona State. They get a takeaway. And they get it to Staton, who's able to finish all the way aggressively to the hole.
Need a little bit more of that for sure. Good job, Staton. And really, I mean, for the Titans, good idea not to foul. No reason for it.
That one goes out of bounds. The officials say it'll stay with Eastern Florida. Olakovska gets it in to Smith. We tick towards 3.5 minutes left here, third quarter. A 3-ball in the air, short from Garnett, and the ball goes out of bounds. Daytona State will have it.
Good job there. To kind of force that out of bounds play.
Here's Gilbert on the take, aggressively and drawing the foul. And that, I mean, that's Nashani Gilbert in a nutshell.
Right.
You know, that aggressive move, quick step to the hole, taking on 3 defenders, fearless.
I'm gonna need, you know, a little bit of ointment on
That's right.
some of those bruises for this evening, for sure.
Gilbert with 7 points, trying to add to it. She's, you know, averaging 16.3 a game on the season. Certainly, Eastern Florida will keep a lot of people under their average, though. That's what they're, that's what they're so good at. And makes the free throw.
Oh, that's certainly a highlight. I mean, you start thinking about their defensive play tonight. I mean, there's been, honestly, you know, sections of time that have gone by whereby these teams looked extremely close, but obviously the scoreboard at this point in time not showing that.
Down low. Mamadou makes it look easy.
One-on-one with Mamadou, that's like, you know, it's a party favor, you know?
Yep. And she's got 16 points to lead all scorers. A block in there from Putu. Number 12, Laura Putu. Again, we talked about her, the National Player of the Year 2 weeks ago. And she is headed to play for the Cincinnati Bearcats next year.
Good screen set by Gilbert there.
In goes James, just off the mark. Battle for it underneath. Titans will get it.
.230 left. Yep.
And
Great
Smith
call on the ref.
stepped on the sideline.
Not only stepped on the sideline, but also traveled. So we got two going against her there.
That's right. So Mackey comes in to replace Staton for the Falcons. Look at the crossover
yeah,
by Gilbert.
Love it. Every time she does it, she always leaves somebody behind. Oh,
Johnson off the mark. Rebounded in there by Pangborn, who draws the contact.
Yeah. I don't even know how Pangborn got that shot. You know, somehow got it around the Twin Towers there. Good job.
Right. Mamadou with her second foul. Brianna Pangborn from Stanhope, New Jersey, by way of Lenape Valley High School. Puts it in.
You know, and that's another thing when you think about Europe or, let's say, New York or New Jersey, what have you. I mean, who wouldn't want to come down here to Florida, play basketball in the wintertime? You know, I don't know. I was a knucklehead. I went to Plattsburgh, almost next to Montreal for soccer season. I still second-guess myself about it. But then again, there's a number of decisions I could say that.
Oh, taken away by Gilbert. Gilbert trying to go all the way with it.
Just a bit out of control, right idea. Been aggressive all night long.
Here's Putu. Putu working down on the blocks and puts it in right over Buford. Alyssa Green Buford.
Yeah, Green Buford, is actually excellent defense. There we go.
Bucket by Asia Johnson. Good to see the freshman knocking down the shot as we're just over a minute left here in the third quarter. 56-30. Soribes. Here's Gerke and everybody.
And guess
hitting
who's
the deck.
down again?
And Gilbert, of course.
Yeah. I hope they're both okay. All right, yeah.
Seem to be okay.
Pop right back
Gilbert,
up.
Gilbert always popping right back
Yeah,
up.
looking like we got a substitution here.
Just if you're a coach, you just got to love the grit
Oh,
of
the grit.
Gilbert.
Yes. Love the adjective that you just used. Perfect. No, really, really perfect to talk about Gilbert for sure.
Gerke kind of shaking off that hand right there as she is still working that left hand and falling a little hard on that on the way down as she and Gilbert went to the deck. She
Again,
makes both free throws.
the entire team has an excellent free throw percentage.
Yeah.
There's very, little, there's few parts in all these moving parts that are interdependent for the Titans that you can see a flaw in,
Yep. They do everything well.
Yeah.
Staten with the traveling violation. I'll tell you what else Eastern Florida does well is they don't make mistakes. They've turned it over 7 times, but they take good care of the basketball. They make the extra pass.
Low turnovers. Of course, when you have this much firepower, it's a little bit easier, of course, to not foul. They don't, have a lot, obviously, enough fouls against them. You spread out the points by 28 right now. What's the sense of fouling and creating that type of situation on the free throw line for the other team? Offensively, just too high-powered.
Yeah. Momodou with 16 points, misses the first one. Pangborn whistled for that foul. That's 2 on her. Remember the men's game coming up. Approximately a 7:30 tip time. A little while after this one is over, and we'll have it for you live. The Tom and Ted Show.
Hey,
with our great crew.
Great working with you again. But let's kind of highlight this crew, okay? You have both.
No doubt.
You have both, folks who are, work here for TV production, right? But you also have students that are heavily involved as, in their practicum, okay?
No doubt.
For their coursework. And, they're coming here almost like a lab in biology, right? And this is their lab. And boy, how much, teaching and learning goes into something like this?
Tremendous program, broadcasting, television here at Daytona State College. Allows us, the folks that run the program, and there they are, some of the camera folks and production crew and everybody in the studio who make us, or attempt to make us look good. They set us up very well. Now, whether we hit it out of the park or not, that's certainly up to you and I.
True. I'm sorry, Tom, there's not enough foundation for me, all right, as far as, making me look good, okay?
That's right. Yeah, I'm right there with you. 14 seconds left. Here's Gerke taking it in and off the glass for the bucket. 7 seconds left. Staten at the free throw line. Plenty of time. Johnson in the lane and rejected by Momodou. Good move to get in there, but again denied by the size of the Titans, and that has been one of the big stories in this ball game as we are through 3 quarters in the Lemarant Center. 61-30, the lead for the second-ranked Eastern Florida Titans. Tough to contend with, that's for sure.
Well, like I said, we've really watched some bright spots for Daytona State, even though the score, they're down by 31 points. Obviously, this is right now a learning experience for those, scholar athletes, truly. And it's also a learning experience for coach and the assistant coaches.
Well, playing the best, and
Right.
that is how you get better, and they are playing the best team.
Yeah.
Eastern Florida, hats off to Eastern Florida and Coach MJ Baker, her whole staff, and this tremendously talented roster. I mean, you pick any 5 of the players anywhere up and down that bench, they could start and win against top-level competition.
Yes.
They are just a tremendously well-oiled machine for MJ Baker.
And, here's a stat for you. They are scoring somewhere around north of 78 points per game. And that is really a tremendous amount in this 4-quarter type of play in women's, NJCAA basketball.
Yep.
So really tremendous.
Yeah, just under 80 points a game is what the Titans average offensively. Here goes Gilbert.
Good job there by Gilbert not to throw the forearm out. Going to go back to the Lady Falcons here.
Tough for Gilbert there. She worked so hard to get that open space, to find a spot, and the shot just wouldn't fall.
So we have in the stands behind us, Tom, a number of basketball players, certainly from both teams. But one thing that's changed here at Daytona State College for the second year now is, of course, the brand new dormitories for approximately 240 students.
Game changer.
And, a lot of them come here, for a night like this, come on out, support their fellow teammates, peer programs.
Yep.
Oh,
Gilbert knocking down the 3. And
I thought that was going to, pull down some rain from the
that's
sky.
right,
That
a
was
rainbow
so
shot
high.
from
Great
Nishani
shot.
Gilbert. And finally, at long last, early 4th quarter, as the Falcons hit their first 3-pointer of the game.
And a nice poke there by Gilbert. Again, been all over the place. Defense, offense, making it look easy. And there's a giveaway and a breakaway.
Pass it to Gerke, who can't finish.
Great
Smith,
job.
no good.
Good hustle. Did not give up on the play. Well done, Lady Falcons.
Coach Baker not happy with that turn of events. Feeling like that was an easy opportunity to score points. Maybe this time, and they do, as of course Putu puts it home.
Now this is what Coach Griffin going to talk about just now, right? There was a turnover, right? Great job coming down the floor. It wasn't really a breakaway play. What did they do? They just passed once and boom and shot. That's not what you want. You want to, especially when you don't have a breakaway. Come on, everybody touches the ball.
Sure.
That's what the coach is going to emphasize.
3-point look from outside, no good. Rebound and a Jumper Johnson with her second field goal.
That could become a nickname, Jumper Johnson, making it look so
That's
sweet.
right. Gilbert, by the way, the first Falcon into double figures with that 3-pointer a moment ago. Now she's got 11. Putu, nice move, won't fall. Offensive rebound, and Hassett with the stick back. 5 points for Hassett.
Mackey.
And Hassett on the other end with the block on Mackey.
Yeah. Mackey needed to turn the Jets on, by the free throw line there. Just a little bit too late. Couldn't blow by her as she wanted. Hassett caught right up with those long arms and stumped that play rather quick.
Mackey to inbound. 7 minutes to play. Mackey Gives off. Shot won't fall in there for Moffitt.
There's a breakaway. Oh, who are we talking about, Tom?
Gilbert.
There we go.
Right place, right time. Loses the handle inside, or the intimidating figure of Momodou there defensively, and easily on the other end, it's Shadarius Smith.
So,
Smith with 11.
you know, Moffitt, instead of drawing the players out from the cylinder, drew them in. And that's kind of what caused the mix-up there, and, you know, too many people in there, and end up with a, you know, 1-on-2. You know, create that space, move out a little bit just around the mid-range jumper, and that way you can call for it and give the player an outlet, you know? All coaching tips, I'm sure Coach Griffin will be looking at the tape tonight.
Sure.
Rewinding it and having a good conversation.
Oh, and a big three from Shadarius Smith with back-to-back buckets for her. 5 straight points, and now she's got 14.
Yeah, she was quiet a little bit there for a while, but boom, there's 2 right away.
Remember, 39% from 3 for her. Loves to shoot it from out there. Gilbert hit one earlier.
Not afraid for those 3 balls.
Moffitt for 3. Weak side rebound. Benson and knocking it down. Hannah Mabia-Spenson.
What'd you say when Smith gets hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn it on.
That's right. 75-35. It's a 40-point lead.
I like that. Great outlet pass, just didn't convert.
Staton grabs the rebound. Loses the handle.
Possession arrow.
Beveridge has got it down there, and Momodou finally able to crank up the possession. Here's Smith.
Oh boy.
Momodou.
Look at Momodou.
Second effort. Well defended, though, by Rylan Moffitt. Got to give her credit. Moffitt from Bushnell. Wakaiva Springs.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, you're going to call foul there on 15. Moffitt, right? Moffitt pushed off there.
4:36. Take another look at it, Ted.
Air ball there, and there's Moffitt with the hand in the back.
Yep.
I mean, what you want to do there, honestly, is get that shoulder and then back, you know, and then put that, you know, put that player, the Titan player, under the cylinder, so that way you're freed up to grab that ball. Yep. I mean, that's just a little bit more technique there, right? It's, in that particular case, it'd be boxing in versus them boxing out.
That's right. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left in this one. Of course, a 35-point win in the first meeting for the Titans. Tough challenge for anybody. That is certainly the case. Just a great learning experience for Daytona State. Anybody that plays these Titans. Both Smith and Momodou with 17 points apiece for the Titans. Putu with 14, Guillaume with 12. And Nishani Gilbert into double figures right now for Daytona State. She has 11, finally getting the Falcons on the stat sheet from long range, the first 3 of the ball game a little earlier here in the quarter. But still tough shooting night for Daytona State, just 19%.
Yeah, I mean, wow. You know, and then you kind of juxtapose that to 47%.
Yeah, 19% not going to win you a ball game, especially against a second-ranked team in all the land. Does make it tough.
Oh, what a pass.
And a block down low, but they're going to get Buford. Green Buford for the foul. She's from New Carrollton, Maryland. 2 on her now. And that will send Amodi to the line. Funmi Amodi, also from London. She and Momodou from the same school, the City of London Academy, both coming over here to play for Eastern Florida State.
Right. Looks like that men's game probably going to start more like 7:45 than 7:30.
Approaching 4 minutes, traveling is the call against the freshman Johnson. Tough for her. She has shown real glimpses tonight of her talents. Under 4 to play. Then all Titans. Nauro. Beveridge inside to Kalikovska with the bucket.
Looked too easy.
From Saldus, Latvia, a redshirt freshman guard, Kaliskova with the bucket. Gilbert gonna launch. Just too much on that one.
Too deep, yeah.
This tough man-to-man defense from Daytona State. Nauro off with the shot. Well defended by the Falcons. It'll stay with the Titans.
So, number 11, Martina Narrow in there. Another offensive rebound.
Yeah. Restart the shot clock, but a nice takeaway from the talented Johnson. Gilbert lost the handle. The 50-50 ball down there on the floor, and
going to the home
they'll
team.
keep possession.
Yeah.
So for Daytona State, the next ball game this Saturday, they'll go to Jacksonville to take on Florida State College. That's a 2 o'clock tip-off. And for the Titans,
Yeah, they'll be off to conference play.
back at home. Back at home Saturday against St. Petersburg College. Again, also a 2 o'clock tip-off on Saturday.
Now the Titans, Hannah Elias Svensson, her first.
Svensson picks up her first foul.
So, Tom, where have you been lately as far as any games that you've been involved with?
Kind of all over the place. A lot of Florida Gulf Coast University, calling a lot of games down in Dunk City, of course, as always. And under first-year head coach Pat Chambers for the men down there. And, of course, the legendary Carl Semesco for the women. Raining threes is the hashtag and the mantra for the FGCU women's team, and Dunk City for the men.
All right.
So
you've been a busy guy.
Busy guy.
Oh,
nice high off the glass, and how that didn't go down, I'll never know, from Kalikovska. And it'll belong to the Falcons. Of course, as we look forward to the men's game here with Daytona State, Joey Canten's the head coach for the Falcons, a former longtime assistant with FGCU. An assistant part of that Dunk City team that
nice. There's
went
Jumper
to the Sweet
Johnson.
16 in 2013.
I'm going to create a nickname for that young lady, Jumper Johnson again. Well done.
Svensson. And here is Kalikovska, and she's been hot here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Shut her down there in the middle.
Mackey, not this time. And knocked out of bounds. Going to belong to the Titans with 1.5 minutes left.
Yeah, we're going to have to switch out. Number 13, Green Buford. Lost her sneaker there. Oh, she's got it back on. No worries.
Gotta have those laced up tight. Naro. Beveridge down the baseline.
What a
Nice
fake.
job by Beveridge to score.
What a fake, my goodness.
Transferring across the country from Idaho State. Of course, the freshman from Melbourne, Australia. Johnson around
Nice
the
ball work.
back,
Wow.
almost, and she'll go to the line.
Boy, it's been a real bright spot since she's come on. Really shown us something here in the second half.
Not a lot of weapons in that toolkit, that is for certain, this freshman Johnson. Earned a lot of playing time. Tasha Johnson from Greenwood, Missouri. Like her game, 5'7" freshman. To Lee's Summit West High School out there.
Oh.
8 points for her tonight.
Winding down here, Tom. 40 seconds coming up.
Yep. And an offensive foul. Four on Kolakovska. Final 30 seconds. As Daytona State will fall to 6-14 overall, 1-5 in conference play, and the Titans, number 2 in the nation, will improve to 22-1, 6-0, perfect in league play.
Be interesting to see. Wish I could have seen that game where the Titans actually lost one.
Yeah, New Year's Day in Georgia, Shelton State Community College. Not their normal performance. They lost by double digits. We've got a clock issue with just 6.6 left in the game. But
I know you
aside from that game loss, Ted, on January 1st, aside from that, they have been absolutely dominant. 16 straight to start the year, then the loss, and then 5 wins in a row. This will be 6 in a row.
Okay.
And they've won 18 straight conference games.
This is rather odd here. I mean, there's 6.6 seconds. Very little to debate about.
Yeah, I think Tron
honest.
Griffin wants to just play it out. Let's play it out.
Okay. That's,
So it'll be Daytona State ball out of bounds as James will inbounds.
Yeah. I mean, I know you want to cross the T's and dot the I's, but that's a little bit much. Okay.
So the violation over and back, and Eastern Florida will have the basketball to run off the final seconds.
Could be a new ref trying to make a statement there. I don't know.
And the final 5 seconds. And that'll do it. So it's in the books officially now as the Titans come to Daytona and defeat the Falcons by a final score of 83-39. An impressive performance to be sure, Ted Sofiano said.
Yes.
I mean, there's not much that Eastern Florida didn't do extremely well in that ball game.
I mean, they're going to be huge contenders. As I mentioned before, Tom, in the national tournament, I have no doubt they'll be in the conference playoffs, most likely conference winners, and then where it goes from there.
Terrific ball club, this Titans team, 22-1 now, perfect in conference play and second ranked in the nation. Daytona State gets ready for their next ball game coming up this weekend. Stay with us, of course. Always follow us on Twitter at DSC Falcon Sports, Facebook, and Instagram as well. The men's game should be quite the battle. It is straight ahead, several minutes away as they are out there warming up right now. Excited for this one. Eastern Florida State, winners of 8 straight. Daytona State College, they've won 11 in a row at home.
Right.
What a clash that we have in store in that ball game. Tip time approximately 7:30. But for now, we'll say so long from the Lemarant Center. For Ted Sofianos, our entire spectacular crew, I'm Tom James, saying so long for now from Daytona State College. Again, your final score, Eastern Florida 83 and Daytona State College 39. So long for now from Daytona State College.